Hi.
Okay, so
We
We're here to spill tea.
Yeah, we're gonna spill tea or sip tea.
Well, I'm not drinking tea, but tea.
okay, so let's introduce what
Coffee is a form of
drinks
tea.
we have right now.
Okay, mine is the best milk tea in Singapore. It's at Paya Lebar Singapore Centre.
She's selling it leh.
POSB. It's called Hoppy Milk Tea. It's really good.
Not even
If you like
pointing.
hazelnut,
Oh my god, wait, what?
you should get it.
What
It's
is it?
really good. It's hoppy.
Is
You only
it-
have one
what?
outlet in Singapore.
What's your drink?
Why does it look like a
It's
naked man?
hazelnut. It's hazelnut cream black tea. It's
Can I
really
try?
good. Okay.
Corona.
I'm having honey green tea from Koi. It's like one of my
Overpriced.
favorites.
Koi best.
What?
Overpriced.
Really?
Koi is great. I went for the budget white girl experience and I got a frappe, but it's not from Starbucks, it's from McDonald's.
But honestly, right, they were one of like the first frappes I tried. Like before Starbucks. I tried this first because
If
it
you
was
want a list
cheaper.
of coffee recommendations, slide my DMs. My ad is in the bio. Just ask me what coffee is good. Okay. And bubble tea.
Bubble tea.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so today we're going to spill some tea, right? So it's going to be like about like our past friendships, relationships, current dating life, like get to know us
Everything
a little
lah.
bit
Stuff,
better.
yeah.
Cause like y'all barely know anything about us, you know. Like all y'all know is like our thoughts on like specific topics, and most of it is our guests talking sometimes. So like this is a way for y'all to like be like, oh yeah, so you want to listen to seriously, but you're like, who the fuck are these three girls? Watch this video, then you know us lah. Duh. Okay. So for me, right, like before this year, like my friendships were all very bad because of like this thing that I was just telling them about how like when you're in a friendship with someone, right, like it should be, to me, and like from all the good friendships I have now, right, I realize it should be 50-50. It should be like that reciprocity and like respect and like love for each other that's the same. Like 49-51, like you know what I mean lah. So like
As long as
basically,
it's
like,
equal lah.
yeah, because sometimes like I really like someone, right? Then like I want to be their friend, so I try harder to be their friend, right? Then after that, like the friendship is fine, like you know they're my friend back, but I end up like trying harder in a friendship.
Is it because you
maintain
put
it.
them
It
on
feels
a
like you're
pedestal?
working hard, right?
No, it's like I don't even want to put them on a pedestal. They put themselves on a pedestal. Like I feel like they know, right? Oh, Simran really likes me and she's trying them hard for me, so I don't need to try
It
so
sounds like
hard.
you're talking about boys, man.
Yeah, it's damn fucked up. Like honestly, right? Like I don't ever like put them on a pedestal. Like to me, right? It's like I like you means I like you. Like I like all of my friends. Obviously, like why would you be my friend if I don't like you? So it's like it didn't make sense to me why like I would have to try harder in some friendships and like some friendships came so naturally. So I was like telling them like, you know, like there shouldn't be that inferiority complex, like that superiority complex also. Like one friend shouldn't think that they are better than the other. If not, like it will end, and it's just, even if it doesn't end, right, you're just gonna feel very icky about it. Like I had to like, yeah, and sometimes it's really hard to let go of those friendships because it's like you really like that person, what, you know, you still want that person in your
You
life.
want them in your life, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't realize like how draining it is to always be like the one reaching for them when like you are, and you don't understand why they aren't like meeting you.
Yeah, it's like they're constantly, you're the one that's always making
Yeah.
plans and shit, and then you
Yeah.
feel like they're never making plans with you, right?
Yeah, and it's like also about like the caring. Like you know, like you have to go out of your way to make them care for you. My boyfriend is telling me there was a period of time when he met me, like I had 0 friends, or like I only had 1 or 2 real friends, and he like told me that he knew that all of those friendships were fake and they wouldn't last, and he was just waiting for them to end. Like not in a mean way, but he was like, you really deserve better. And then now that like I found friends who are like equal as me, then he's like, oh, I can tell that you are like naturally more happy also. Cause like you don't feel like you're being drained out of the friendship, and you're not always second guessing the friendship.
Yeah.
Like you're not always being like, does she really like me? Does she really care about me? And like he noticed that I stopped doing that, which is really important. Cause if someone's really your friend, then why the fuck do you have to question their, like whether they like you?
But like I think at the same time, like sometimes people have reasons for like not like talking to you as much as you would like them to, because everyone's kind of, you know, everyone's social battery is like very different lah. Because like if I were to play devil's advocate a bit with this situation, I feel like sometimes there are some people in my life that I really like having in my life, but hanging out with them drains me so much. So I just don't have it in me to always reach out to them. So it kind of, I can understand that it feels like maybe they are constantly reaching out to me.
I think you can tell though whether someone is just genuinely going through something or like whether they don't care about you enough.
Oh,
I think you can tell.
That's true.
Because I also sometimes don't have the social battery to like deal with a lot of people, but like they know that I genuinely care for them. Don't have to second guess like Simran really care about me.
Got low maintenance friendships, huh?
Yeah, that's the difference. Like it's the difference between low maintenance friendships and like questionable friendships. So yeah, there was a period of time when I had like no friends, and I was perfectly fine with that because my boyfriend was my best friend, and he's like honestly so much better. Like why would you settle for like 5 fake friends when you can have like one really really good best friend? And like, I don't think people should judge people who say that they don't have friends, because some people right just have really bad luck with making friends, and it's really really difficult to find someone who like you trust and you feel safe with.
And also now that we're like older, right, it's like actually harder to make friends
because
like
lower your social circle smaller.
Like where am I supposed to meet these people? I don't go to tuition, I don't go to like CCA, I don't go to like school yet. But like the only place to make friends now is just Tinder.
Or 2 parties if like you're really lucky.
But COVID!
2 parties.
Like last time I did make a few friends. Like,
or like when you go clubbing.
Yeah.
The sucks. It's okay when you basically
Seriously,
like when you go to a club or like to a party, you know your friends will invite you.
Or like they intro you to the rest of their clique.
Yeah, so like you're not the only one.
No, I
in
feel
the
so sad because I've never been to a party.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Okay, like so. okay, like social events, right? When your friend invites you.
No!
Oh my god.
Next
Because my parents don't allow me to go for
Next time I invite you
birthday?
in Australia.
No, my parents don't allow me to go for this.
Australia
We go party. She a bit like, I don't
You
want.
don't care already. Yeah, in Australia just
Like in Australia we go social settings together.
Just
I scared, I scared of like
bad influence.
They find out from Singapore.
No, but I've heard in Melbourne that like okay, so I was on this like school school call.
Okay.
So there's a club in Uni Mel whatever that has that and there's a club that's for Singaporeans. And they were saying don't go out at night like past a certain time alone because it's very dangerous. When people get drunk there, they get like fucking piss drunk.
No, yeah.
And they start fighting.
But that's about making sure that you have a proper situation, like proper friends for that kind of situation. Like if you're gonna go out at night, like right, you never go alone because Singapore's just safe.
I'm a girl. Like
Yeah,
what
so-
I get like
No, like you go with like you make good
Scared.
friends and then you go with a group of people, and if you're at our friend's house late and you're about to go home, you stay over.
No, yeah, I think it's about like what Liz just said, like about surrounding yourself with like a secure group of friends. Like go with a big group and like because you cannot like for some people they don't want to just avoid clubbing because then you're like avoiding like a really fun nightlife.
Just don't go alone.
okay, how about this? Don't get angry at me, Sam, but like I'll just go and make friends with all the buff guys. So I can get protected.
I mean, you don't need to be friends with buff guys specifically.
Or guys
but
that can fight.
as long as you're in a big group,
Okay,
right?
you sound like you're looking for some
honestly,
MMA
right,
like
honestly,
underground.
Honestly, big group is already good enough because they wouldn't want to go and attack or hurt. They always target the lone wolves one.
Really?
That's true.
No, but when they're drunk,
take
they
it
don't
from
really
take it from the people that go
Yeah,
clubbing.
you don't know anything.
We tell you right now that they won't target the big groups. Like if you're in a group of girls, right, guys will just leave you alone.
Really?
Most of the
Are
time.
you sure?
I've only ever
Must be big enough lah.
I've only had people come and approach me when I go to the bar alone because I cannot take the crowd a lot. So I normally like disappear to the bar and I just stand there and I'm like, can I have water? And then that's when all the weirdos approach you.
Okay.
Just don't be alone. Always have a buddy.
Buddy system. But not just one.
Even
Maybe
when you
like
want to
2
go
people.
pee.
Yeah. And if you can, you get one of the guys to also follow. To stand outside.
Yeah.
Pee? So they hear you pee?
This video
No,
has turned
not to the toilet. We go
exposing
outside the
No lah, like they wait outside the female restroom for you.
Like what? Like when you in the dorm?
Like
when
when
you
you're going like out
like there's toilets
in like night settings. Even if it's not to a club, like to
Yeah,
a bar
in a
or
bar.
to anything. If it's late and you don't feel safe, don't go alone anywhere.
Yeah.
We're teaching. This episode has just become us teaching Rain
Yeah.
clubbing
Google.
etiquette.
Yeah.
I'm the good
And you can
girl.
always like send your location to someone who's like
Yes.
who's not out with you that night.
Delhi has that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that if anything happens, you can call. And then you can also like set up like speed dial. Like you need to memorize obviously the emergency numbers for Australia lah.
Yeah, and I was also told that if you encounter anything, you memorize where all the police stations are and you run towards the police station because they will have to help you if you turn out there screaming.
Yeah. you just have to have contingency plans, but you can still have fun. Like
Go
don't
and get a
avoid
red
having
whistle.
fun. Oh my god, yeah, sure, whatever you want to do lah. As long as you're safe. Don't anyhow drink random drinks from cups.
Oh yeah, don't take random.
Always cover your cup.
Okay, moving along.
Yes, moving along. So like, Rain, like you very lame last time.
What?
I didn't like you.
Wow. Starting off with that, I want to start.
Yes. No, like I just didn't ever think that me and you would be friends.
Me also.
Yeah.
I didn't think we could be friends actually.
But actually I thought you were really sweet because like at the end of the year you're supposed to write the notes to everybody. You wrote a note to me and it was a fucking nice note as well. I was just like, whoa.
I think I didn't write any note.
Yeah, I didn't write to anybody also.
Yeah, same.
I forgot.
Yeah,
but
same.
You wrote me a note and I was
Yeah,
like,
and then she texted me back. And then
Yeah.
you texted me like a long while later because I think you didn't read.
no.
Right.
But yeah, so do you think it changed?
Yeah, do you think?
Honestly, I don't feel like I have. Like not very much. In primary school I was very nerdy. I didn't want to make friends. I didn't want to make friends with anyone. I had no friends. I had no friends.
Same.
I go to recess alone, then I go to a library, then I like read. Oh my god, this is so sad.
Normalize eating alone, yeah. Like
Yeah.
normalize being alone. Like you don't have to like sit with people to be cool.
Yeah.
Like it's so lame.
There was one point in time, right, in primary school where I think it was in primary 3, primary 4. I just didn't want to go to school. I would like tell my mom that I
Yeah.
am sick or this or that. And then I would just like, no, go to school, I haven't hate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Then I like fucking sick of it, yeah, that one.
At least y'all didn't get coffee poured on you.
Oh, you got coffee
Like
pot.
hot coffee.
It was in my water bottle here.
You got your coffee from your own bottle pot.
Yeah, no, I'm very lucky that like my bottle is like one of those like anti-spill kind. Because it's a thermos. So it's
So
like,
do you get coffee?
she tried, it failed, but the intention was there, so A for effort, I guess. But I was in class and we both got taken out, so I don't know whether it's a blessing or a curse.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. She like thought I was, I don't know. It was just, the
Why
teacher
did
was
she
like,
do that?
teacher was like, oh, you know, why would you do that? And she goes, I don't like her. And I was like,
It's still primary school.
but that wasn't even primary school, it was like secondary, we were like sec 2.
Oh my god.
It's so childish.
I
don't
fucking
understand
know,
why this is
right?
this.
Yeah, no, it was great.
And like to the people who like did this or like were like that in like secondary school or whatever, do you not find yourself like childish? Like do you not think back and go like, fuck, why did I do that? It's so stupid.
And like you're hurting someone else.
Yeah, what if that coffee was hot?
Yeah, dude. Like,
I don't think she knew, but
Reflect.
I understand.
think about it.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
like
moving
that was
along.
us spilling tea about friendships wise. But then now like dating life wise, I mean it'll be mostly Liz lah. Because we are both in like long term relationships and we're the kind that only like one person and like commit fully. So like sometimes you don't understand like how come you can like change your mind so easily about different people and like different people at the same time.
But it's not like a
It's not a bad thing.
You're not-
We are just curious.
yeah.
What do you mean like people? So many people at the same time.
Like you
you
have
have,
like different crushes on different people here and there, and then like
Okay, most of the time my crushes, this was obviously like not counting like when you were back in like secondary school and like you know like relationships were like a foreign concept to me. But like when I like people, I don't like multiple at the same time. It's normally like one at a time. So like I'll like someone and maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't work out.
But how do you like okay, you continue
Ask the
first.
question.
But how do you like move on so quickly?
yeah.
I mean I don't lah. Suffice to say the fact that I took so long moving from one relationship to another kind of should already kind of
Okay, maybe like is a very strong word, but like maybe like curiosity to different people, like yes, for like multiple people.
No, I get the question. So I think the best answer to that is just I think sometimes you kind of have to because there's no point like constantly pining over somebody that's not interested in you. So in some situations, if it's already been made clear that nothing is gonna happen there, you kind of have to move.
So are you like putting your eggs in more baskets then?
Oh my god, you know what this sounds like? Love Island, but all on Liz. Like all on Liz's
kind
side.
of
Liz
like it's not a
Island.
bad thing. Like we're just curious.
Yeah.
I mean I understand. Cause okay, are you okay if like when a guy is talking to you, he talks to other girls also?
I think it's normal for that to be a thing. Because like, okay, I guess small like story with my ex, I went to, so we were still dating. So at the time technically we weren't like exclusive and all that kind of stuff. And like, I went to his place and there was like a earring on his floor.
What?
And it was a very feminine, like it was like a, you know, like a heart, it was a flower with like Swarovski, like little crystals, and it looked very like a girl had left it perhaps. And he was like, you know, I think he was out late the night before. So, you know, I'm talking to this guy, so obviously like a part of me is like, dang. So, I mean, I don't talk to other people when something about me is that if I'm talking to someone and I'm serious about them, or if I genuinely see something happening, I stop with the other, like I don't talk to other people because it's not for me lah. But I was like, at the same time, part of me was like, ah shit. And then the other part of me was like, I mean, I can't hold it against him because we're not exclusive, we never said that we were. But long story short, I found out it's his lah, but a part of me was like, dang,
Oh my god.
so sad. I texted my friend and he was in the toilet and he was like, don't touch anything you're not supposed to. And I was like, he's seeing someone else. I'm sad. But while you don't want them to see someone else, if you're not exclusive, or to me at least, if you're not exclusive or you haven't stated it, then it's not fair for you to tell them like, you can't see anyone else, but I'm going to, you know. We weren't like fully exclusive, but then that's when I started asking like, what are we? But I think that's a very important question to ask, because if you don't ask and you just assume, that leads to people getting hurt, I feel, because you have an expectation. So
It's like him doing this.
Yeah.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
So have you ever like been interested in two guys at the same time? Like before the talking part?
Yes, little spaces, yes.
I mean it happens though,
Yeah.
like sometimes it does.
but that was okay. That one time was because I didn't know who I liked.
Okay, actually it's the same as you.
Yeah, it was the same as me. That's why I say it happens. Like, cause like for me, it was like I don't like to share much about this because like the other person involved might not be comfortable. But basically, like sometimes it's a bit unfortunate when you like someone and then someone else comes in that makes you question whether you really truly like guy one.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a theory. I have a theory that like if you like someone and someone comes in and is able to distract, then you should go for the person that comes
that's
in.
precisely. And
Okay,
like the
yeah.
compatibility I had with guy 2 was like so fucking good. Like he ticked all of my boxes.
The best things that actually happen when you're not looking for them. Like both my relationships were not people I was actively like looking for.
I think that's true, because when I met Seth was when I just broke up. I mean, yeah, kind of. I got cheated on, and then after that, like 1, 2, 3 weeks later, I met Seth.
So,
Yeah.
For
That's
me,
quite
it was
cute.
damn random also. Like I broke up with my first ex. Then after like a few months later, I was just swiping Tinder and then I rematched with Shama, my current boyfriend. And I was like, hey, like I remember him from tuition like a few years back. And like it's damn weird. Like this is damn weird, and this is why I believe in fate sometimes. But like literally like a few weeks before that, I suddenly thought of him again. Like I had this dream about him, and I was just like, oh yeah, like
fit.
it was damn spooky. And then I told him that I was like, you know, like recently I was thinking about that. So like, what if I fall in love with an old friend? And I didn't even have many old guy friends to begin with. So like he would be like,
That's quite cute.
Okay, to
lah.
clarify,
very
old
rare.
guy friends are not
like old
60
past friendships. Past
You mean you have
friendships.
60 old friends? What?
Like old like friendships from my past that like are from males, because I was in a girls' school for 10 years. So like it was very like it's either Shama or like maybe another 2 people. But like I had this huge crush on Shama, but like he was taken lah. Like our tuition teacher tried to set us up, you know. Like I would get like butterflies.
She
I would
knew.
go to tuition
She
to
fucking
see
knew.
Shama, dude. Like I'll be damn happy, dude. Okay, let me just spill the beans since I'm spilling. But like when I first met Shama, right, it was when he made me realize that I was straight. Because I was in a
What?
girls' school for 10 years, right? So obviously I'll have girl crushes.
Oh my God.
And I would think like maybe I'm not straight. But then when I first went to tuition and like I met Shama, I was like, this guy is damn cute, he's damn funny, he's witty, he smells good. Like he put his cologne and I was just like damn happy every time the tuition teacher would put us in a room alone together. And I was damn happy when it's just like the 2 of us in the room. And I'm damn nerdy and I was just like texting my friends being like, oh, I like this dude, I don't know if he likes me back. And then the tuition teacher got one day, he was just like, Shama, why don't you take Simran out to a movie? And he was like, nah.
Oh my god, he said that?
Yeah, he was like, nah, not my thing. Then I was like, I know. Okay, then I was like, fucking sad lah, I was fucking sad. And then it took me a while to get over Shama. So like when he finally liked me when I was like 18, I was like, yes, finally.
Yes.
Okay. And
That's wholesome as fuck. Mine was at a party.
Okay, well, let's episode with a wholesome story. And we have to go.
So we hope you enjoy us spilling tea or sipping tea.
We'll probably smell more tea.
thank you
There's
so much.
for sure more to
If you
spill.
like this concept, let us know.
If you got any questions
Talk
you want
shit.
us to talk about, actually,
Or do you
let
have
us
any
know.
questions for us?
Yeah, because this is
Yeah.
could be this is kind of a
To get to know
Q&A
us
spill
more.
tea.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, subscribe to our Patreon if you haven't. Follow our Instagram if you haven't. And let us know like what other types of video content you all like, all that shit. So yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye!